This video does not deserve a intro whatsoever. So, as many people know, the whole Schlep situation is still spiraling out of control, and what better thing to do is talk about it so it's still on the media. I would
Um,
totally agree with doing that because this is a serious issue. It really is.
very much.
So I'm joined here with D, and we're going to go ahead and talk about some of the
Okay.
things that's going on. So, first and foremost, what happened? For people that for some odd reason have zero fucking idea what Schlep has gone through, he is a Roblox YouTuber that went out of his way to catch multiple predators on the Roblox platform and arrest, I believe, 6 of them, which is a butt ton of them.
Very good job, very good work, of course.
And Roblox doesn't like when you get rid of predators for some reason. I wish I could be like more professional about that statement, but I don't see it happening because that's just the fucking truth. They
Yeah, that's
don't,
literally what happened.
yeah. So they go ahead and ban all his accounts and send him a cease and desist letter, which you can find on Twitter. You can find it on YouTube. Just look up Schlep
Wherever you get your
stuff.
information.
Yeah, you can find it anywhere. Even somebody else that's not even related to Schlep. And in that cease and desist, they are constantly talking to him about how he's making it more dangerous than the pedophiles are. So that's just
Which
kind of ridiculous.
which is one of our main focuses here because how is he making it a more dangerous place if he is incitively bringing predators into a space where they openly admit that they're a predator? Literally, he in order to like get them there, he had to have told them a certain age, and they have to make the conscious decision, like, oh, yeah, that's what I want to do. This is what I'm wanting to do right now. And not only are they doing that, they're making other games and just getting away with it.
And that's typically part of it. I mean, and that's kind of the same thing when it comes to hackers over on Roblox. They're like, oh, we have this massive hacker ban wave. Well, actually, whenever I report somebody multiple fucking times for hacking in a decade-old fucking Roblox game, apparently that doesn't fucking matter. But besides that point, in that cease and desist, they also talk about how Schlep is entrapping them to make that decision, which is
Oh,
completely fucking false. Like, beyond false. That's
again,
not what he's doing.
they have to make the conscious decision to go off the site to meet to talk to a 13, 14-year old, presumably little boy or girl that they know is wrong and illegal to do, and yet are still doing it anyways.
And exactly. I say that's a very, very big issue with that. So he's not entrapping people. And if you go and look up the laws on how this works, on how he's doing it exactly how Chris Hansen, which we'll talk about him more because there's actually more information about him. He goes out of his way to do everything by the book. He reports it to the authorities. He reports it to Roblox even. But Roblox claiming in their recent post responding to the Louisiana lawsuit um, that their safety team does it within the minute. Heaven forbid I fucking report somebody and they're not even off the platform yet. There are hackers that I have reported. For example, my I had a really old account called Deathman My Birthday as the numbers, and it got hacked off me. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and get it banned because it's impersonating, which you're not allowed to do. Matter of fact, you're not supposed to hack people to begin with. And say this was around the time when those free Robux games were around. So it's been a while, and you could probably guess how I got it hacked off me. But um,
Yeah.
basically, it is still up to this day, and it has been reported by multiple people for impersonation and being hacked, and that it should be on the platform anymore. That's you don't do that. And talking about um, peds and stuff, PDFs or and I'm just gonna say fucking pedophiles, bro. I don't care. I don't make money off this shit.
Like,
But speaking of pedophiles, if we can all recall the Teddy incident from The Hunt of what 2 years, 2 to 1 years ago,
oh,
when they were going to leave a condo game in The Hunt, which is a big no-no. And basically, what condo games are, if you have zero idea what those are, they're private one-on-one sessions for virtual sex. Um, some of them are just like make believe, like your average you go into any game and you're AFK for too long, and from two Roblox characters,
yeah,
that's just typical. But instead of that, they add own custom animations and models to make. I'm
more
not gonna
like
eat. Yeah,
realistic and all
like
that.
yeah, like I mean, I'm not monetized. I can say whatever the fuck I want. I could say the N word for all I care. But but
Okay.
but I'm not gonna like you. You guys get the point. You know, it's not something you should keep on your platforms. And better yet, the public restrooms or the public restroom games, for example. They just recently got rid of one, XYZ public restroom. Um, but they want to leave up the rest for 17 and up, which is just
And,
encouraging 17 and up to have virtual
and
sex.
that's another big issue. 17 and plus.
17 is still a fucking minor, bro.
Literally, that's still underage. And they somehow think by doing that everybody's just gonna calm down.
It makes zero fucking sense whatsoever.
Well,
And
why
on
not
top of
either
that,
get rid of it off the platform or make it 18 plus and have the option to block sensitive content?
see, they just recently added a feature for parents to block certain games. But they already have a feature that blocks sensitive games from children accounts. So they shouldn't have to add another feature on top of it so they can try and have parents move onto their fucking platform. The parents shouldn't have to worry about this. That's
They
the big
shouldn't.
thing. I say, yeah, they should still worry about their child's online safety, and I get that. You
But
know,
it's an online kids game.
you,
Literally made for kids.
it's made for kids. You don't add shit that's not for kids. I can understand like your shooter games that you have on there and zombie game, like that's all fun and games. And I've played some really good games that are meant for adults. And like, there's nothing wrong with that. But
Yeah.
when it comes to e-sex, that's just kind of out of the picture. Like,
Or
you
online
don't
dating.
you don't do that. And on top of them, the CEO David, he was in an interview and was talking about how the possibility of tender a Tinder like system in Roblox for adults.
Oh
That's
my
not good.
god. On
Like,
Roblox.
it's on fucking Roblox. And I've seen avatars that are like terrible, and if anybody knows who No Text to Speech is, I actually watched a video about these sort of games because he was talking on the Schlep situation. And what people are able to do is bypass the moderation and add like swastikas and stuff to their shirts. Sometimes it's two
Oh
separate
no.
shirts. Sometimes it's one. And there's even times where it's just straight up fucking porn.
Yeah. This is out of
So
control, man.
it it's just not looking good for Roblox. They're already
And
down
going back,
$12 billion out of their
oh yeah,
company stocks. It's a
um,
massive loss. And they're
oh
still trying to defend their fucking point that they're in the right.
yeah, going back to the Schlep incident, like where he was getting rid of all the predators. Did it some of like the predators accounts that were arrested like not get banned and were still up?
Yes, some of them are still up to this day. Most of them actually.
So not only are they lying through their teeth, they can't even back up anything that they're saying.
Yeah.
Because
It's
yeah, because like they were reported multiple times by multiple accounts that Schlep made because I know he reported them after it. He was
yeah,
done.
always does. That's the first thing he does before he goes to authorities.
And not only were they and he was using the proper channels and everything. So not only did they have all the information they needed to ban like all the horrible people, they were alerted because it was like all over the internet. Hey, child predators that were talking to little kids on Roblox got arrested.
See, and Roblox defense and that is he's endangering their users, which
Yes.
is ridiculous. They don't. He's not doing that. He's saving them. Is it raining? Oh, it's raining. But it's
It's
kind of
just like, come
ridiculous.
on.
It really is ridiculous. Like I've gone out of my way before. I've actually encountered a few in, you threaten the cops, they kind of don't bother you anymore. But, you know, like I've run into some as even as a kid, and I knew.
It's just like, and most kids wouldn't know. Most kids would be like, oh, this is just a random stranger online who wants to be friendly, or they want to be friendly.
Yeah.
And when they start getting asked these weird, serious questions, not only are they being introduced to horrible things that they shouldn't be, they're being traumatized in the process.
Yeah. And that's bad. And from personal experience, I've had one in particular that um, I just tried to help throughout the situation. He asked for my little sister's pictures instead of mine, which is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to try and deal with that. So what's to say the same person is on Roblox now?
Or somewhere else, because not only because that's how they get these little kids. They go on Roblox knowing that they're just gonna easily accept their friend request, talk to them, and then boom, they can get pictures and all that because they don't know any better. These kids are just thinking, oh, he's just wanted to be nice. No, he did. No, he's not. No, and it's on Roblox, a game advertised for kids, and the CEO is too incompetent or just too fucking in La La
He's
Land to even see that his children, his users are being harassed. His community
yeah.
is not safe.
It, I swear to you, David is probably one of the most like interesting beings on this fucking earth. Like there is no way he finds this shit okay. I
And
really
he
don't.
doubled.
Unless he is a pedo himself, which nobody take my word on that. I'm not saying David Bletsky is a pedo. But
No,
if he were, then I could see why it's passing colors.
but yeah, it's
Because
like
you got to support your group.
it's literally what he's doing.
Yeah. So either he is, or he is genuinely that fucking retarded that he cannot understand what's going on.
And then he
Or he's
doubled
turning a
down.
blind eye.
And then he's doubling down. He's doubling down by introducing the 17 plus and the Tinder aspect to it.
Yeah,
While trying to defend the claims that his moderation's piss poor. And he knows it's piss poor.
yeah, he definitely does. And the thing is, too, we have to beg for something to happen. Like, as I said to you before recording this, he made the get on your knees and bark like you want it trend before it happened.
Literally.
So, and if
It's
you guys don't know what
literally.
that trend is, you can look it up on TikTok. It's nothing like sexual
I
or
want to write that.
anything. It's just a song trend, but um,
It's a salt on your ears.
it is assault on your ears too. I personally hate it, but basically, he goes out of his way to make people beg for stuff. As I said with the Teddy incident, took months to get that dude banned. But oh no, getting threatened with lawsuits, lost $12 billion. Let's push out updates that are actually kind of good in the span of 24 hours instead of 2 months.
Because during the period like where all of the XY like bathroom piss simulating games like were popular and all that,
Yeah.
weren't there like massive reports to get them taken out? And wasn't the response was there's just so much games you have to go through?
Mhm.
But then
Yeah.
now it's like when they lost $12 billion in their stocks, it was like just like that they can just get rid of the games.
Yeah. So, but and it's one, and they're still fucking defending them on top of that, which is ridiculous.
This is just a lot, man. This is it.
It's a lot to process. And on top of that, Creekcraft and a whole bunch of other creators are leaving the Star program because they're able to. But there are hundreds of other Roblox creators that want to leave it, but they cannot financially support themselves if they leave it. Say there's already a petition out to get the CEO dropped down from his position, which that's never going to happen. But the petition's going to make the news And if the petition makes the news, he's fucked. Because we keep bringing attention to this, he's not going to be able to silence 8 billion people.
He is not.
It's not going to happen. So with all this information, this is a very like unorganized kind of video. It's just kind of like a rant, as I said before.
A
Like,
quick yap set.
yeah, quick yap session in a sense. We need to do something about this. And if you guys want to sign this petition, it's in my Discord server and my announcements, which you guys know. It's always down in the description. But yeah, like this video needs to get pushed in the algorithm. Because if this gets pushed by a small creator, if small people talk out about this and we help push their shit out, it's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up in David Belinsky's face.
Yes, which is good.
Yeah.
'Cause
He
this is a
needs to be
massive problem.
stopped.
This is a massive problem. He needs to change. This is horrible. How are you, the company of one of the most successful games out there, allowing such things to happen?
It is
This
beyond
is
me to know. So I got nothing else to say. I mean, that's basically all there is to this story. I mean, there's more on RTC's Twitter page, but I'm not in the
that's
mood to
real.
scroll through that. So if I have to give one message, which D, you should probably do the same so we can end this video. But if I had to give one message to David, it's as simple as fix your fucking game, fix the pedo problem, fix all the condo problems, the private sessions, and just overall make sure children are safe. You know, it's not that hard. It really isn't. If you want your stocks to go beyond that 12 billion you lost, do the right fucking thing instead of be money hungry like the rest of the rich fucks in this world. That's all I
Yeah.
gotta say.
Other than that, I mean, yeah, just a little rant on how we feel about this because it was some
Yeah.
major.
Say I take pride in, making sure the media is heard. Like I don't do a lot of drama shit, but Schlep's stuff has got me so worked up that it needs a video. And if I'm worked up about something, it's a bad situation. It always is. That's why I made a video about KSI and Dan TDM's thing. That was a big ass problem, which it is fixed. There's not beef with them anymore. It's because KSI grew the fuck up. But, we're not going to start that whole drama rant again because it's done and over with. But this is an ongoing problem and it needs to be stopped and it needs to change. So, with that being said, yeah. If you enjoyed the video or just wanted to get pushed out in the algorithm, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm not going to waste your time on this. If you want the petition link, it's in my announcements in the Discord. I also got my X profile down there in the description. So, also go sub to this dude. No, come on. There you go. Sub to that guy. His link's always down there. But, yeah. I hope David fixes this because it's ridiculous. I'll see you guys in the next one.